Hi, parents, guardians, and students. I just want to send a quick video email just to give you guys some information. Most of this information you probably already have, but I just want to reiterate it. Some of it may be new information and some of it's just logistics. First, if parents or students, if you email me, make sure that you're putting the student's first and last name in the email along with that they are in Algeo 3 and then what hour they're in, either 3rd or 7th. That would be very helpful on our end so that we can quickly go to that class and find that student and figure out what questions you have. Next, you all will have a quiz on Monday. This quiz is going to be going over the first part of the yellow packet. So this is your note packet. It's going to be going over a lot of linear information. It's going to be standard form, slope intercept form, finding slope, and point slope form. Okay, so that's what your quiz is going to be over. There is a new concept that came out in your folder today that will be on the quiz. Okay, so you need to make sure that you go over that. I have set up 20-minute conferences both Thursday or just on Thursday tomorrow for your classes. During those 20-minute conferences at the very beginning of your class, I'm going to go over a question on slope, a question on slope intercept, a question on point slope, and a question on standard form. All those concepts are going to be on your quiz, so I want to go over a quick question on each of those. So that's like a mini review. Then you need to finish the standard form notes. You need to finish that homework and the quiz review all before Monday when you take the quiz. How Monday will work. Instead of your normal small group meetings on Monday, it's going to be an entire class meeting on Monday in Google Meets, and it's going to start at the beginning of the class. I have also sent out a link for that. So these are sitting, the links for the classes or or for the meets and your times for the meets came to you in email. However, they are also always sitting in your Google Calendar. So if you ever forget what the link is or you can't find the email, go to your Google Calendar. If you accepted it, it's in the Google Calendar. If you didn't accept it and just let it sit there, it's still in the Google Calendar. The only time it would not be in the Google Calendar would be if you declined it. So don't decline them. Those are important. So you can find those in your Google Calendar. So the quiz will be Monday during your class period. The first 15 minutes of class, we will go over any questions and answers. And then after that 15 minutes, you're going to start on the quiz and you will still stay in Google Meets with us. And so you'll finish the quiz. And once you're done with the quiz and turn it in, then we can leave that class, that Google Meet. So that's how your quiz is going to work on Monday, okay? You guys had turned in an assignment that was due today by noon, where you had to annotate or answer questions on a worksheet. I have gone through that and I've graded it. Your score is on there, whether you got a 10 out of 10 or a 0 out of 10. I put some notes either in the little note box on the side or some of you guys I wrote on your paper, so you may want to go check on those. Great. So grades. Every Wednesday, I will upload your grades from Schoology into PowerSchool. So I just did that. You should see that here shortly. Right now it is 3:20. So I will only do it on Wednesdays because I have 150 students and I have students that turn in late work. It is way too difficult for me to upload it every time I get a late work assignment. Okay, so currently we have 8-ish assignments in there. Times 150 students, that's a ton of assignments. So I cannot upload or grade your late work right when you turn it in. So it's late, so it's gonna have to wait for me. I will grade all late work and all current work on Wednesdays right after noon, okay? So if you turn it in at 12:30 and I started grading right at noon, since it was late, it may not be uploaded into PowerSchool, okay? So you'll have to wait till the next Wednesday for it to get uploaded into PowerSchool. So parents, if you are confused as to where do I look for my grades, PowerSchool on Wednesday afternoon is the most accurate grade that your student has. If it's a Friday and you want to know if your son or daughter is keeping up and what their grade is currently, I would recommend that you either use the parent access of Schoology and go to Gradebook and look there. Or if you don't know that or don't want to do that, just ask your son or daughter. Say, hey, show me your math grade book in Schoology. It'll show you their grades on each of their assignments. And then if it's an assignment where I have to grade that Schoology doesn't automatically grade, it will show that they have turned it in versus not turning it in. Okay, so that would be the best place for you guys to look. Also, typically throughout the week, sometimes I will have pop-up sessions that are just quick question and answer sessions that you can get on if you have any questions. Every Monday, you should expect a a Google Meet every single Monday. Other than that, I'll have pop-up sessions, or if you're looking at Schoology, this button right here that says Help One-on-One Conference, if you click on that, that'll take you to a Google form where you can sign up for a one-on-one conference with me. So if you're needing time to meet with me, you can do it that way, or you can email me and say, hey, I'm not understanding this. Can you go over it with me? Most likely what I will say to you first is show me that you filled out the notes and watched the video, okay? I've been getting some questions, and I know that some people are not watching those video notes or taking the notes and then asking me questions. You have to watch those video notes. I record myself going through the notes, and it's very important that you watch those to understand everything. So watch those and then ask me. Most of you guys have created small groups with one another where you are supposed to exchange your information, so you can also text or email or call those people to get help from them, okay? A little organization thing. So I know some people are struggling with organization. What I recommend, grabbing a manila folder for math class specifically, put math on there. Inside the manila folder, put some blank paper and then put your note packet. This is our current note packet. I set that in that manila folder so that I always have that. On the front of the manila folder, I would write down when I have my Monday Google Meet. So Google Meet at 9:20 every Monday. And then if you need to, you can write your Google Note or Meet code, or just say go to calendar to find it. Then on that, you could write down pop-up session. And anytime I email you, you write pop-up session 9 September 25th at whatever time it is. And then the code for that. Okay, so you can write that on here to stay organized. The other thing that I would recommend you put in here is, I'm going to go to a current folder. I'll come back to these links here in a second. So I'm going to go to our unit folder. So last week's stuff that was already due at noon today is in here. Here's our new week. I always do a video of what you need to do that week, which I actually need to put in here. And then I also do a write-up. What do you need to do this week? What I recommend is that you print this off and put it in that folder. Then once you're done, let's say number 1, watch and complete 0.14 notes, standard form. Once I'm done with that, I can cross it off and then I know what I have left. And so if I come back to this the next day, I'm not confused, like, okay, what have I done, what have I not done? It's already crossed off and it's ready to go. And then once you're done crossing everything off, you're done for the week with math, and then you can put that away, okay? So I truly recommend you doing that. Again, all my notes are in here. Everything goes in order as far as homework and everything else that you could need. On the main page in my Schoology class, these are all links now. They are all working. So to my email, this is a Google Doc that shows your Google group, your small Meet group, along with the code. Desmos and graphing calculators are just good websites to have if you need those. Khan Academy is a good website when you have questions or need help. This is just a link to the discussion board to put questions, and then when we get into these different units, instead of having to scroll down, you can just click on that. Another good site that I recommend is Mid-Continent Public Library. If you have a library card, so you have to have a library number to make this work, I believe. So if you go to their website, there's actually a tutoring link, and it's a live person that will answer questions. So if you have a question on a concept, you're working late at night and you just need help getting through that one and then can move on, I recommend that you go to that tutoring link. You can ask that question, someone will help you, and then I'm not sure how long they'll stay on. It may just be like a 5-minute increment or something like that. But you can ask as many questions as you want. You may have to get on with a different person every time, but there's a live person that can help you with that. Other than that, let me make sure I've gone over everything. So I've been trying to get back to emails as much as I can. My email box is getting overgrown with emails, but I'm also trying to keep up with all the work that I have going on here. So I know that you guys are trying the best you can over there. I'm trying the best I can here, so we'll give each other a little grace in this whole transition. As always, let me know if you have questions, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.